Welcome, guys. Oh, yeah, I like it. Yeah, we're just boiling down some sap. I figured I would start a live stream and we'll sit here and chat. So I'm just going to watch the chat. I'll probably be quiet for a bit, but if anybody's got any questions or wants to talk, then hit me up. Here we are. I boiled down probably 25 gallons already today, so. After the rain, I think the trees sort of have a mechanism to not pour, but we got a little bit. I got 7 gallons from the past day through the rain. I had bags over them, and then we just got another like 3 gallons. So far, I've gotten almost 50 gallons, I would say, most probably. I'm gonna make a bunch of small bottles. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna pick a bunch of people, from that I noticed throughout my YouTube, that have commented and been really good, and I'm gonna pass out some samples, give them away. I got a bunch planned for 10,000 subscribers. It's just not gonna happen when I hit exactly 10,000. I got a ton of taps, the old school metal taps, and I went to Dollar Tree and I bought 20 extra buckets. But all the rest are in the metal cans, metal buckets, old school. I say that, but you know what I mean. Appreciate everybody though. This channel's just been going and going, and I've just been, being real and enjoying the environment and posting and trying to show everybody what I do. So, appreciate you. And I like being random. It's the best way to be. Need some more wood. Keeping it about 200 degrees. This little stove works pretty well. You'll get a sample, bud. I try to watch your stuff too now and then if I can. I've been super busy. Kenny's not here tonight. I'm sure you'll see Kenny in the future. He's one of my good buddies. Tonight it's just me and, in the Sugar Shack. And we're just boiling down sap, man. That's all you can do. I got a lot and I don't want it to spoil, so I'm trying to get it done tonight, so we're pulling a long haul. I sacrificed the music for you guys. But I appreciate you. I do. It's right up there. I go by color. it starts getting close to the color that my mom likes, I'll start testing it. Pretty much how my family's always done it, and what I learned from my dad. I mean, I'm the next one on the list to start boiling the sap and doing it. So now I'm obviously, it's going to change a little bit from what my dad had, and all this setup was mostly what he had, and I've added a few new things, and as the years go by, it'll change. You know, get a little bit more. I don't know the word, scientific, I guess, because I'm more OCD than he was, but I know what I'm doing. We got all the tools. The only problem is I'm old school. I got this bucket up here because I got to warm it up before it goes into there. And this is boiling pretty good now. I'm trying to pick it up so you guys can see. It's got a lot ahead of it. Yeah, just our own way we do things around here. Welcome to our homestead. That's what we do. And my son's just on the same track to, well, he's on a better track than I was, you know, and it's not due to my parents, it's just due to my own actions, but yeah, you know, traditions need to live on. I think people need to start building new traditions with their families. Even if it has to do with social media and the internet, you can define it so that you have something special. You just can't go overboard in any aspect, if that makes sense. We just keep feeding this puppy and let that sap just boil, boil, boil. Sometimes you gotta check it. Once it gets to the bottom of the thermometer, I'll pour this in, and then I got another bucket over here that's warming up. Probably not too much now that it's getting dark outside, but then I'll pour that in. I've been out here most of the day. Had a few beers. But sometimes it's just nice to sit back and take a second to connect with your YouTube subscribers, the people that might watch your channel. You know, some of you are friends. Some of you could be friends. I just haven't met you yet. You know what I mean? It's life. I got a big pile of cedar next to me. When it starts dying down, as far as temperature, I throw some in. Then I get a big log. I have wet wood. I have dry wood. So it's quite a process. But I'm trying to use up the wet wood. So I got to keep it hot with the cedar. I'm looking for another stove like this, so if anybody finds one, hit me up. Because this one's going to burn out in the back from all the heat eventually. Probably lasts a year, maybe in 2, but she was already old to begin with. We could probably hook something up like that by the if we have snow. Yeah, same up here. I didn't even get to do very much snowmobiling this year. It's kind of a bummer. And then, like, my ice fishing derby, the one I like the most, is right down the road from me. It's a pond I fished my whole entire life. Got canceled. You know, this year the weather, everything's just been messed up. It's been messed up for everybody in every state. You know what I mean? It's just everything's just changing and everything's different, man. I don't look at it like global warming or anything like that. I look at it like evolution. You know, everybody's always like freaking out about crazy things, but think about it. It's just evolution. Everything's evolving. Everything we do creates something else that changes everything. So somebody being real and posting honest content and you know stuff like that is getting hard to find because there's nobody doing that. Everybody's just trying to be freaking number one. You know, why be number one when you could be number 27? Number 27 gets more views than number one. I guarantee that. It just doesn't happen in one day. I appreciate you, brother. Though I see you, I see when you comment. I try to hit you back. I don't always throw out a comment back. Sometimes I just hit the heart button, but I get a lot of comments and stuff, so I try to at least hit the heart button to people that deserve it. You know what I mean? Try to give back as much as I can. She's boiling good. Woo! A little bit lower, and I get to pour that in, and then start a whole new freaking batch. It's gonna be awesome. I've got like over 40 trees down there that we've been tending. And they all run at different times. Like today, the ones that never run were running, and the ones that always run were barely running. It's such a crazy process, but if you ever do it yourself, and you'll see, it's like you think when you're doing something and you believe in yourself, you think you can just go down and you're gonna get like 100 gallons a day and I'm gonna boil all down in a day. You know what I mean? Like, but when you start doing it, you start learning things, you start seeing things, and it becomes a process, and you just gotta get better things to try to do it, and then the next year you try to do it better. You know, that's what I do, and I'm enjoying this. You know, my dad left me a lot of great things, and it's not like monetary value. It's like skills and great things that I can continue on with, and I just love it. I love every second of it, and I'm glad I get to share it with all you guys because that's the whole point of Outdoors with Aaron. Yeah, sometimes my shit's crazy. Sometimes I'm having fun with the boys and we're just talking and we're swearing and whatever, but we're real. You know what I mean? We don't mean to offend anybody. It's just how we have fun. So if you want to have fun, go have fun. I ain't telling anybody how to be. I just know how I want to be. And so far, it's been great. I just do what I like to do, and I hang out with my friends and meet new people, and man, I'm telling you, it's an amazing ride. It takes a lot of work and a lot of money. I ain't even making that much money, and I tell you what, every bit I have made from YouTube has gone right back to try to keep going. And sometimes I get into these spells where I have nothing. And I just go out back, walk through the woods, make a video, and try to get myself out of that hole. And so far, everybody seems to enjoy it. And I'm glad because I can only be myself. Can't do much more than that. It's hard to find real honest people in this world. Boil, baby, boil! Oh yeah, that's looking amazing. It's time to get a real amber. The best way to explain it is Jurassic Park. The piece of amber with a mosquito in it. That's the color. I don't know. If you ever watched Jurassic Park and you saw that piece of amber with that mosquito in it, you wanted to touch it. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Now, it's starting to, I'll look you up. It's starting to boil down. You can see it. This rim is what I judge it with, and then in the thermometer. But it's starting to boil down, and it's getting thicker because I've already boiled a lot. Now, I'm going to add more in a little bit here, but I don't want it to boil down too much so that it starts to burn. I don't even know if you can understand me because I feel like I'm slurring my words, but you know, it's a scientific type of process, but it's like what I was taught from my dad. So I'm trying to imitate what he showed me and do it my way. And I don't know. I just love it. I'm having a good time, and I'm glad everybody is tuning in to see what I'm doing here. I got my thermometer, and it's staying about 210. A little warm, but it's not bad. 200, 209. That's perfect. Anything that was yellow, I poured out. It's yellow up there because in the top jug because it's been sitting there warming forever. I've been trying to keep this going with wet wood, so it's a big process. But that's good information, David. Any of the buckets down there that were like yellow, I poured out. I appreciate that, Western Mass Outdoor Boys. He said, "You are awesome. Keep doing it." Well, you're awesome too, man. You'll find your moment. Just keep going with what you're doing because you're doing the right thing, bud. Nope, I haven't, but I thought about it. But my mom, that will be her thing. If she wants that, she'll let me know. But she's the overseer of everything, so she gets it the way she wants it. Yeah, we can make a bunch of it. Thanks for joining. Uh, Porniki Grow said, "What are you making? Top ramen." We throw some eggs in and some noodles. Hell yeah, buddy. Appreciate it, everybody. No, we're actually boiling down maple syrup. It's getting lower right now at the moment, and I'm gonna have to add some wood to keep the boiling going. But I'm trying to get it down just a little bit further. And then I'm gonna add some more sap to it, and we're gonna get it heated right back up. Right, now that I added some wood, I'm gonna pour some of this in. She's gonna roar in a second, because I'm gonna put more wood in. Now I get to pour some more of this in here. And then that will warm up, and then my process will keep on going. Don't you love it? I absolutely love it. I'm not even lying. It's fun as all can be. Alright, so now we add some cedar. Just little cedar sticks like this in between to keep the fire hot and to burn all my fingertips off. If you're not burning your fingertips, you're not keeping it hot enough. But always remember, safety first. I got my fire extinguisher right over there. There. Now close the door. And then I grab my fire extinguisher. Oh, state of the art. I always do everything pre-planned 100 times before. And then I just say, hey, let's have some fun. And everybody's like, oh, I might show up. Good times, good times. And now she boils. And that top one heats up. And over and over and over again we go. I have not, Stephen Lang said, ever make booze out of sap. I have not, but I've been thinking about making some mead. And I've been thinking about starting bees again so I can make mead. But that's a very good comment. Awesome. If you have any recipes, join my group on Facebook. And you can contact me in Messenger. And hell yeah, man. I'll try it. I'll even record the whole process of what I did. How bad I fucked it up. You can't do anything without messing it up at first. I mean, like, you don't learn something by doing it right the first time. So all these reels, all this stuff you see on the internet, and you know, like I sit on the toilet and I watch freaking reels and I watch everything, you know what I mean? Or I sit at my table having coffee in the morning. I don't read the newspaper, I don't watch the news, but You know what I mean? I sit there and I watch reels and I watch what people are posting and stuff. You know what I mean? And if you can't look at something and go, that this is just outrageous, then you don't know what you're watching and you need help. Real is me going on an adventure, falling down a hill, getting prickle bushes, bleeding all over the place, and still finding a porcelain sign that's only like a piece of it. And going, well, I guess we're gonna freaking go to the next spot. I don't know. You guys have all been great to me, and I feel like I owe my YouTube channel viewers a lot more because I keep it pretty sweet and simple. And I try to do giveaways and stuff like that that have pertain to what I'm doing. But I just don't like being your everyday freaking YouTube, everyday channel, doing what everybody else does. I will sway away from the pattern. I don't want to be the pattern. I want to be myself. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll post a video and it'll all my whole channel will get shut down by YouTube and I'll go to jail or something. I don't know. But I don't plan on doing anything bad. But you just don't know with this world today. So now I just do what I do, and I'm glad to have everybody, and I'll keep doing it. And if there's something you want to see or something I've done from a video, then just tell me, and we'll see if we can do that. Might be a great idea. Other than that, I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna boil down sap. Got a lot of work to do on this property. We're gonna find all the wild mushrooms that are on this property, and we're gonna start doing that. There's a lot of stuff in the future. I grew a 100-pound pumpkin last year. I got seeds that are supposed to be able to go up to 200 pounds this year, so I'm gonna try doing that. I mean, like, honestly, I do a lot of stuff just because I'm interested, not because other people want me to do it or anything. That's what I do. I'm very OCD, but it's like life OCD. I gotta be out there and I gotta keep trying and I gotta do things, and every time I fail I gotta do it better. And yeah, what better time to talk about you than boiling down maple syrup? Watching everything vaporize away. All your worries will come true. Just boil down some maple syrup. I've heard of birch. You can use birch trees. I've heard of actually quite a few different trees, but yes. It's Outdoors Are There, and I have a group on Facebook. Join that group, and then you can hit me up all you want, man. Or anybody that's watching can. It's the same. Outdoors Are There. My same logo, everything. A lot of good people in there and a lot of good adventures coming from all kinds of metal detectorists and people I know and people I've met. And, you know, it's a real group. Like, there's only 2 people that monitor the whole group. So if you post something, it has to go through me or one of my good buddies. And I have moderators that will moderate the post. There's no porn, there's no nothing like that. It's all about adventures. If you and your family go on an adventure, you're more than welcome to post in there. I also have a store on my YouTube. I don't like talking about it because I feel like when I talk about it, people don't want to buy anything or something. But nobody ever buys anything from my store. You know, if you did, you know what I mean? I can lower the prices, so if you go look at my store and you want to buy something, I'll lower the prices right down to fucking absolute nothing. I mean, it's not about that. It's just that every little bit that comes out of that store or comes on, or people donate to my PayPal, that's helping me to continue my YouTube. You know, we have things, my mom has things, you know what I mean? Like, but I can't always pay for everything, so, and I don't have to. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes people donate, sometimes people buy things from the store, but it's just, like maybe one thing a month or something like that. It's just I need a little bit of support that way. You know what I mean? And if that's a meaning for everybody to just totally not watch my channel or whatever, then don't watch. But I don't really don't care. I'm just saying like that helps. It's not about me getting rich and famous and all that. It's about, I can't buy better things. I can't have those drones to freaking do things. I can't have freaking all this electronic technology that everybody has on the lake during ice fishing. That's why I just do it the way I do it, and I guess I do pretty good, you know. But I'm just saying, I have a lot of different things and a lot of different, stuff that people overlook. Like if you go to my channel, you can see my members only videos. You can see everything. It's all there. You know what I mean? Like, people call me a freaking, I'm a murderer. I'm a poacher. I'm this. I'm that. All because I post a 15-second clip of a video. A short little video of a bunch of deer because we accidentally overbooked deer. But guess what? We took care of every one of those deer, and it just happened to be an ice cold day, so they're almost freezing before they came in. So they were not going bad. But people don't take the second to watch the freaking video. You know? Sometimes I like I comment back and then I erase the comment because I'm like, I'm not an asshole. I'm not gonna follow your game. I'm not gonna comment back and be a jerk. Like I know what it was, and if you want to take a second and talk and ask me an honest question or something, then fine. But if you call me a murderer or something like that, like I'm not gonna give you a freaking time in a day because I'm not a murderer. I'm a meat cutter, and we took care of a bunch of people's deer. We sent them back home with the hunters, and everybody's been happy. You know, like let me feel good about myself for once. But you can't do that with YouTube because then you get 1.6 million views on that video, and you're like, "Holy fuck! What did I do? Am I gonna get in trouble or am I okay?" And you know what I mean? It's a tough game. Awesome, brother. I'm telling you, man. You can just hit me up and we can freaking hook up sometime. I'll show you how to Meltech. You know what I mean? I need help here on this land. So you can come up and hang out and we'll freaking have some hot dogs. All right. I don't know. My mom calls me when she knows I'm in a live stream. I was like, oh, something wrong. So I just ran in. Whew. Oh, those traps were amazing, man. You know, I like my jack traps. Don't get me wrong; those are my traps. And I have two heritages. I'm going to replace the two heritages, and I'm going to put the tip and spin ones that are like the heritages, the tip ups. But those tip and spins, if you have a family with kids, that's the way to go. Because when that goes off and those kids see it spinning, that's going to keep them hooked. They're going to want to keep going back for them traps, man. You know what I mean? I had so much fun that day. Like when I caught that big bass, that was the first fish I caught. But afterwards, I was running around, flags going up everywhere, things spinning. Like, it was so much fun. I can't even lie about that. Like, how can you lie about something that's so honest? You know? It's freaking crazy. I guess I just have too much fun because I don't worry about all the things people worry about. Like, oh man, my car insurance is due next week. Like, uh, just worry yourself to death. So you have no fun. You have no life. Your life is short. Life is short. That's all I got to say. I'm pretty buzzed. I like it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's where you gotta look at it like, you hung the fish in a tree. It ain't really that big of a deal, but some people get offended by it because that's the world today. So, you know what I mean? Keep your catch, and if somebody asks, just show it off. Like, you don't have to flaunt it until you need to, if you get what I'm saying. But I know you weren't, but I'm just saying, like, that. That's like going to the park and I dig this big giant piece of iron out because I'm metal detecting, and I just hang it in a tree because it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just sitting there, and maybe I wanted it to dry off so I could bang the dirt off, and by the time I was done, but somebody's gonna see that and they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is what you do," you know what I mean? It's just the world is so stupid. Like, honestly, just, you know what I mean? Like, so just when you're out there doing what you're doing, keep it to yourself, and then everybody's gonna want to see it. You know. And then eventually we can get back to where you caught a big fish or you shot a big deer and you just hang it in your front yard or you put it on the hood of your car and show everybody what you caught because everybody's like, well, that's nice. Maybe he's going to help us out. Maybe he'll give us a little bit, you know? That's what the world used to be. Now it's like, don't show anybody anything until they ask because if you do, then you're going to have to share it. That's what I'm saying. That's what the world's becoming. But real people stay real people and life goes on. Please do, man. Like I said, get a hold of me. I need help. I need some people to come up. We'll have a big camp out down back. I got 46 acres. We'll have a big camp out. There'll be food. You can drink. You know what I mean. No hard drugs. No fucking anything. You can bring some weed. You know what I mean. It's legal here. Um, you can have all the alcohol you want. That's fine. We can have the biggest fires ever. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm planning. Like, that would be a pretty cool, 10,000 subscriber thing. But right now everything's soggy and I can't have a camp out. It's, you know what I mean? It's the time of year, but maybe if people hit me up and say that they would be interested in coming, then maybe that's something I can plan for, like, 11,000 subscribers if I make it, or whatnot, or something like that. But we'll go on it how it works out. That's the way I do things. I mean, at this moment, I invite people to freaking come over and nobody ever shows up. And I end up doing everything myself. So it is what it is. I guess I don't really try that hard. I usually am doing it and then I invite people and they're like, I can't make it. But it is what it is. I just enjoy the fact that I share things with you guys, and people just they enjoy it, and I feel dumb sometimes for things, some of the things I post, but it's just me at the moment, and we're having fun or whatever, and I just stay real. I just keep posting the realest things I can find for that reason because people are scared. People are scared to be who you are, and I'm not. I'm not scared to be who I am. I just try to dull it down, and that's what makes it hard. So I try to dull it down for society, and I try not to talk about politics, and I try not to, do all that. I just want everybody to be able to be equal in their own ways until you just don't fall into my category of friends, and then I can enjoy your comments unless you're negative, and then I'll let you go. You know what I mean? Like, that's life. That's the way it should be. Shouldn't be, I don't like you for what you do. Unless you're like invading on my family and my country and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if you're not really hurting anything, then whatever. I don't know what to tell you. But that's as far as I'm going in that subject. Snap to life, back to reality. I'm just glad to bring you along and just keep introducing you to a little bit more of myself. And I do drink and I smoke, but I just don't put all that in my videos. And I don't do it to freaking harm anybody else or anything else. We have a good time and we do what we do up here in Maine. And you're either a Mainer or you're not. And there's a lot of fake Mainers. And there's a lot of things I don't like that are being portrayed on the internet about Mainers. But Mainers are, you're cool as shit. You know what I mean? If something's broke, there's probably a goddamn way we're going to fix it. Fuck yeah, buddy. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm not even kidding. If you're willing to come and you can bring anybody you want, we'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, we'll start planning something. We'll get people involved. If people want to come, I'm more than willing to host it. Because I feel like I deserve that. I mean, my channel deserves that. But it's got to be discreet. You know what I mean? Like, once we're out there, it's fine. But we got to freaking not have 300,000 people. So only the invites. And I'll figure out how to do all that. But like I said, I've never done anything like that. And I'm willing to do that. I just got to figure out how to do it and make it work out the way I need it so that it's not crazy and 17,000 people show up and you know what I mean. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's a great idea, though. That's a very great idea. Because I got a ton of stuff to be burned, a ton of stuff needs to be cleaned up, and the only way I'm ever going to do that is with a lot of people. So, yeah. Probably like 40 people will get invites or something like that. I'm going to work on this. Bear in mind, people, you don't have to stay on this stream. you can go to any other stream you want. I'm just sitting here boiling down sap. Kind of a boring process if you don't enjoy that kind of process. And I'm chatting because I was bored. You know, I didn't want to sit here by myself, not talk to people. No, throw some cedar in there and she'll go freaking like a rape date. I've met a lot of great people from YouTube, I can tell you that. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. It always does. I'm just gonna chill for a minute and be silent. Let's boil some sap. Go ahead and comment. I'll be reading if you feel you want to. This is the game, man. This is the game. And I got so much sap that I gotta boil down that. Let's go. Let's do it. She's boiling. Woo! Oh yeah. Look at it go. That's what we need. The train kept rolling around the bend. I don't remember this. Never mind. Nice. You got some good trees, bud. I'm still learning like where to tap them correctly, and I've done it before. It's just been so long, but that's amazing. We've had such a weird winter. The trees run, half the trees run, half the trees don't. I changed taps thinking that they dried up, and then they started running after I plugged them, and yeah. Still learning, but it's a fun process and I enjoy it 100%. Sorry, the phone was sagging, but that's good to hear, Wally. Boil, boil, boil. That's pretty much what I'm doing, just answering comments, boiling sap. I sacrificed the radio so I could talk with all you. I feel like that was a fair trade. It's boiling good. Just about 200 and a little over. I've got about 40 gallons so far. A lot of my trees are way down back and they're in the deep woods and they just don't seem to run unless it's warm. And then the trees that I had right up front out in the sun all day, they would run early. So I don't know. I'm just going with it. Just going with it. I gotta look into the tree anatomy a little bit better. But this is how I learn. I just do it and see what I come up with, and then I figure out a better plan. And definitely, if you watch any of my channel, you'd know that. Just like ice fishing, everybody's like, "Why don't you get this? Why don't you get that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you?" And it's like, because I want to go out there and I want to fish. I want to change the beads on my lure. I want to do everything, and I want to just see if I can catch a fish. Like, I don't want to do what you know how to do. I want to do what I want to know how to do. So that's what I do. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. I've been to places and people have showed me a little bit of things here and there, and it's amazing. And I'm getting there, but like I said, I'm just out back having a beer, freaking boiling down for our family. Maybe sell a little bit, but this is the way my dad taught me to do it, and it's the way we do it. You know. But it's fun, and if anybody wanted to come down and hang out and freaking, you know what I mean? If I know you well enough, then you could. And you could say, "Hey, we should try this," and I'd be like, "All right, yeah," as long as it made sense, you know. But I just do it the way I was taught, and I never got to do it. I just got to fill in and watch. But I'm not stupid, and I learned a lot from my father. That's why this all that means so much to me, because, you know, everybody's heard my dad passed away, and none of this has been done since he passed away, so it's kind of like following in your father's footsteps kind of thing, so it's amazing. And I want to do it the way he showed me. Not the way everybody on the internet or everybody wants, but I'm going to do it the way he showed me. I'm going to keep it going, I'm going to figure it out, and then I'll add things in and make it better, but I'm going to keep it the way he showed me. Because my dad, if you knew my dad, which a lot of people do, he did it, and when he did it, it was good. It was perfect. But it was only enough just for him. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm explaining. Chris Nevels said, "There's no right way or wrong way, there's your way." I fucking love you, man. That was a freaking very great comment. That's exactly who I am. it makes sense. Just like I'm afraid to post things because I don't want to lose 1,000 subscribers because I post something and they don't like it. You know what I mean? And that's why YouTube will take over your life. But I don't let it. I just keep being me. And if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I'm waiting, and that's why, like, I don't know. That's why I do what I do. I just stay real and wait for it. That's all you can do, because the real people get killed. Whether it be financially or mentally or just people that stay real are the ones that get freaking pushed off so somebody can be better. Whoa, big sparks come out the front. Holy shit. We're boiling good now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. About time. It's getting a little hot. And there we go. Whoa, we'll pull over. Pay attention, folks. Something under it. Oh, there we go. It's still boiling, but it was getting a little hot. I appreciate that, Chris. Boil, baby, boil. Oh, yeah. Oh, we gotta skim it. I'm trying to hold you guys up to this. I just pull the foam forward. Hopefully you can see it. All I'm trying to do is get that brown line off. See the brown line? Oh, it's on a tripod. Hopefully you can see that. Oh. That needed to go. Boy, I'm horrible at freaking recording with a buzz. Well, we'll keep going. Got lots to do. She's boiling good now. Better add. Better add. It's quite a process, for sure. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I only got 3 likes up there. Can I at least have like 10 or something? Like, everybody always watches, but nobody ever likes my stuff. I'd appreciate that. Hazma. Berlin City was. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that means. It's boiling good. Oh yeah. Boil, baby, boil. This is when we get somewhere. I feel bad for the people that only watch the beginning of my videos. It's usually by the end when you get something exciting. But as LeVar Jordan said on Reading Rainbow, you don't have to take my word for it. I love it. Too much fun, not enough time. I just love silence sometimes. Don't you guys? Just out in the middle, away from everything, just in your own little spot. You get to relax. You get to just be who you want to be and do what you want to do. And nothing else can bother you. That's the most amazing feeling in life. I thank my dad for that. Fucking miss him and I love him. It's the biggest hurt that I have. She's boiling damn good. We gotta keep it going because then I can pour more in. Actually, I can pour more into a pot bucket. Yeah, baby, I love it. Boil, boil, boil. Let's go. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah, when I get down to that point, I will bring it to my mother and she'll finish it, can it up and all that. She made freeze-dried maple flakes. They look like snowflakes. And I'm telling you, that would be the best thing for like a kid's concert or something like that. Even like I don't know how to explain it, but Christmas, the snow is coming down. They have to eat one on their tongue. like use the freaking freeze-dried snowflakes, like from maple trees. It tastes like maple syrup, every flake. I wish I could freaking have you guys taste it so you would get what I'm saying. But like, I've never seen it, but my mom did it, and she said she saw it on her one of her freeze-dried sites that she's on, and she loves freeze-drying things. And maybe I'll add some of them in too, freeze-dried snowflakes, but they're not snowflakes, they're maple flakes. But I feel like they should be snowflakes. They look like it. I'll make a short sometime soon and show you guys those. It really does. It's like a sugar explosion. My mom likes her maple syrup really dark, so I gotta do it without burning it. So I just keep adding more and more and more and more and more and more and more, so it never gets that hot. I'm watching it on this thermometer. I don't know if you can see that thermometer right here, but that's why I add in the cold stuff and add more wood, because it has to be perfect, just the way she wants it. And trust me, there's a certain way. She'll tell me. Like, I make food all the time. Like, I'm making dinner tonight. She's like, it was okay. And then when my mom says it's okay, it wasn't to her liking. So, I'm like, what did you not like? And even my son's like, what did you even like? And then we're up to Sam's Club, and she's like, I want this, and I want this, and let's get this, and let's get that. And we're like, well, let's get this. She's like, I don't like that. So I guess my flavors are changing because ever since we moved here, we're all trying to blend together and learn to live together, and we're working together. So we're a family again. You know what I mean? It's just been a whole different experience for everyone. Even you guys that are watching my channel, you're thinking, this guy knows nothing about what he's doing. He's gonna burn it. Oh, we better stay tuned. Honestly, I'm just buzzed. Enjoying it. And loving all you guys in the comments. And don't really give a shit. Judge me if you want. I'm already a murderer and a freaking, I don't know. I'm everything. I've seen so many comments tell me God's gonna shine down on me and kill me. God's gonna do this. When everything is said and done, I'm gonna be freaking wishing I didn't kill all them deer, and I didn't kill any of them. Not a one of them deer from deer season did I kill. Not one of them. I just cut them up, packaged them, and made sure it didn't get wasted, and freaking shared it with the hunter that brought it to me. I just tried to do the best job I could so that you could enjoy it with your family and not have to deal with all the fat or anything. Just give you something amazing product. And I'm waiting to see one. Well, I was until we ran out of ice. Because everybody eats deer meat on the ice. This thing is roaring right now, and I love it. Snap, snap, pop, pop. Boil, boil. just do you and be real. And check out my store. Because you can be real if you buy an outdoors and everything, and I can find you in town wearing one of my pieces of gear. That would be the most amazing thing. I know, that's crazy, right? Can't be caught dead with a skull with fishing tackle and a freaking metal detectors, right? That's just being ridiculous. It's boiling so well. I can't wait. I gotta boil it way down this time. I'm so excited. Are you gonna use the bathroom? I'll be right back. Wow. Isn't this so much fun? I'm so glad everybody joined. I'm having so much fun. It's just, don't you love those moments where it is what it is and you just gotta, here we are. This is what we're doing. Deal with it. I absolutely freaking love them moments. That's what I go treasure hunting for. Because when you're in those moments and everybody's freaking out, you can just stand back and go, why are you freaking out? This is what we wanted. This is why we're here. Because the treasure's near us. And that's why we're freaking out. Because if somebody's going to hide something, it's definitely not going to be where it's easy to get to. So you can find all the easy stuff, but if you want to find something hard, you got to go to it. And this is why I am Aaron. Because that's what I do. Just haven't got a chance yet. It's coming. You got to look at normal society and go, what would normal society do? Alright, there might be this average Joe that just goes out of their way to go freaking search for something. But everybody else is going to stay to the trail and, yeah. So take it on your own limb and go find some treasure and post it in my damn group so I can see it because, damn it, I got a bunch of good people that post stuff in there, but I need more. I want to see people getting out there, freaking like getting tangled up in prickle bushes and freaking like cutting it down and freaking finding their way. Like there's jungles right in front of your face and you're not even freaking going through them. What the hell? You guys are leaving me a whole country to go explore because all of you are failing at looking at the outside the box. I guess you should say. And that's my opinion. 'Cause I watch freaking a ton of shit. Stop failing and start fucking winning. It's boiling so good, I don't want to mess with it. I'm watching the temperature. It's dropping a little, so I'm gonna have to put wood in. I really don't want it because every time I put wood in, it kills it. So we're doing it. It's gonna be amazing. Still at the right temperature. We'll see you at the next video. Check out my store. Support me a little bit because I need it. Love you.